Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Thursday, December the 27th, 2018, and today in our Tech News Update, well, the next generation of Xbox might actually have other purposes than just being a gaming machine for gamers. It seems that in internal documents, there will be a version of the Xbox that will be aimed at the enterprise market. And you might think, well, why would there be a gaming console in enterprise? Well, you got to think out of the box. It's not just a gaming machine. It is pretty much a computer. So there could be a lot of enterprise stuff that could be interesting, including using its power for virtual reality and so on. A interesting study says that using analytics and machine learning, businesses are now able to detect unusual employee behavior. So this could mean that the employee is a bad employee trying to do something bad so it stays safe, or just not doing the job correctly. And apparently it is helping out in the enterprise. It also has the other end that is looking at the users, and it seems that it's actually also detecting and helping out when things seem to be strange on the user side of things. Amazon says that it shipped over 1 billion items for the holiday season. Isn't that incredible? 1 billion. Who would have thought that someday some company would ship 1 billion items for Christmas and New Year? Well, it's the biggest ever that Amazon ever had, and the most popular devices, well, it seems that their own Alexa devices, like the Echo Dot, is among the top devices sold by Amazon. If you are a tech guy, or if you are good with technology, there's one chance out of three that if you go at family or friend gatherings in the holiday season, you will be asked to help out with tech problems. It seems that a survey says that it's one of those times of the year where anybody that knows a little more than the average on computers and devices and technology in general will need to help out in some way while you're drinking and eating. And of course this is something that happens every year, including for me. I mean, if I go to family gatherings, there's always somebody out there that's going to say, hey, I got a problem with this, can you check it out? An interesting survey that was done seems to say that Facebook has a pretty high value for a lot of users. And the survey asked, if you were asked to deactivate your Facebook account for a year, how much money would you like in exchange? The average answer, $1,000. Yep, it seems that people need at least $1,000 in order to stop using Facebook for at least a year. So it gives you an idea of how people are actually hooked to Facebook. A interesting study looking into what is going to happen as we're getting into 2019 is just saying, well, you know what? In the past 20 years, things have pretty much not changed. It's surprising to note that the same ways people have been infected with malware or reasons why they've been hacked into their accounts is the same year over year for the past 20 years, even though we have more education on security, even there's changes in technology. It comes down to the same problems all the time. And of course, 90% of malware and of hacks are simply done because the user doesn't do its share of staying safe. Spam calls are on the rise. A interesting study says that the spam calls have skyrocketed this year in the US, but also many countries around the world. The survey says that now most calls that we get are actually spam calls rather than important calls from friends or family. And the survey says that there's a lot of people losing money over these spam calls, that it's really, really something you got to be careful. Supermicro is, of course, a server maker, and they are saying that one of the things they notice the most is that most data centers that are actually built are totally inefficient, as companies don't look at the environmental factor and also how properly setting up a data center is one of the most important things to look at, and that there are much more efficient ways to do this. So they say that a lot of enterprises are losing money because of time lost and of things that they just didn't think of that they need to actually think about a little more, including how much power all of this is using. And in 2019, a interesting news item is saying that Facebook and Twitter are going to have to actually work harder on fake news. There will be more tools and more ways to tackle one of the biggest problems facing social media. It seems that when we look back at 2018, 2017, even though they're trying to tackle fake news, it's still prevalent on the platforms, and something needs to be done. And this was a Tech News Update for Thursday, December the 27th, 2018. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.